indices. Find the value of x in the following equation. 49 raised to the power of x plus 1 plus 7 raised to the power of 2x is equals to 315. Now, 49 can be written as 7 squared. Now, the power 2 has to be multiplied by x plus 1. Now we have 7 raised to the power of 2x plus 2 plus 7 2x is equals to 350. Now, we shall assign 7 raised to the power of 2x a value. Let's say 7 2x is equals to y. Now you can see that 7 2x raised to the power of 7 raised to the power of 2x plus 2 is the same as having 7 2x multiplied by 7 raised to the power of 2 or 7 squared. Now here it means that we have y multiplied by 7 squared, and then the other 7 2x is plus y is equals to 350. Now 7 2 squared is 49, so we shall multiply that 49 by y, we get 49y, and remember we have another y here, so that ultimately we have 50y is equals to 350. Now we have our value of y is 7. Remember y is 7 to x. Now if we equate 7 to x is equal to 7, remember when you write a value as a whole, it is always raised to the power of 1. So 7 is raised to the power of 1. So 7 to x is equal to 7. Now the base is the same. It means that now the powers 2x is equals to 1, meaning that now x is equals to a half. Find the value of x that satisfies the equation. 16 raised to the power of x squared is equals to a raised to the power of 4x minus 3. Now 16 can be written in the power of 2, and that becomes 2 raised to the power of 4. Sorry, 16 can be written on the base of 2, so that we have 2 raised to the power of 4. 8 can also be written in the base of 2, so that we have 2 raised to the power of 3. Now we can multiply the powers, like 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by x, we have 2 raised to the power of 4x squared. Now 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 4x minus 3, we have 12x minus 9. So you can see the base is the same, the base is 2. So this means that 4x squared is equals to 12x minus 9. This gives us a quadratic equation. Now, for this quadratic equation, take the number that is just before 4x squared and the last number, which is 9. Multiply those two numbers. 4 times 9, we get 36. So 36 has factors. You can find the factors of 36, like we have 6 times 6, 18 times 2, 9 times 4, all those factors. Now find in those factors the ones, if you add, you get a negative 12x. You can clearly see that it's negative 6 and negative 6. If you add negative 6 and negative 6, you get 12x. Now break 12x to be negative x and negative x, so that we have 4x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. Now factorize. If you factorize, you get 2x minus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. You can see that's a perfect square, meaning that you only have one value for x. So 2x minus 3, so 2x is equals to 3. X alone is 1.5. Find the value of m in the following equation. 1 all over 27 raised to the power of m multiplied by 81 raised to the power of negative 1 is equals to 243. Now here we can write the numbers in brackets in power form. Let's use the base of 3. Like 27 is 3 raised to the power of 3. 81 is 3 raised to the power of 4. And 243 is 3 raised to the power of 5. Now multiply those powers with the powers that are outside the brackets. Like 1 over 27 is like you can write it as 3 negative 3 raised to the power of negative 3. Now multiplied by m, it becomes 3 raised to the power of negative 3m. And then 81 multiplied by the power, that power 4 multiplied by 1, we get 3 raised to power negative 4, and then is equals to 3 raised to that power 5. So 3 raised to power of negative m is equals to 3 raised to the power of 5 divided by 3 raised to the power of negative 4. Now when you are dividing powers, a number with the powers, it's the same as when they have the same base, it's the same as taking those powers and subtracting from each other. So if we take positive 5 minus negative 4, it adds up to be 9. So it means 3 raised to the power of negative m is equals to 9 raised to the power 3 raised to the power of 9. 3 raised to the power of 9. You can see now the base is same. The base is 3. So it means that negative 3m is equals to 9. Now what about m? We divide negative 3 on both sides, m becomes 3. Given that p is equals to 3 raised to the power of y, express the equation 3 raised to the power of 2y minus 1 plus 2 times 3 raised to the power of y minus 1 is equals to 1 in terms of p. Hence or otherwise, find the value of y in the equation. Now 3 raised to the power of 2y minus 2 is the same as multiplying 3y by 3y divided by 3 plus 2 3y raised to the power of y 3 raised to the power of y minus 2 is the same as 3y divided by 3. Now all this is equals to 1, but we have been told 3y is p. So it means we shall have our equation as p squared divided by 3 plus 2 multiplied by p divided by 3 is equals to 1. Now we can remove the denominator by multiplying 3 across the equation. So you can see if we multiply 3 across the equation, we shall remain with the p squared plus 2p is equals to 3. If we bring 3 on the other side so that we have p squared plus 2p is equals to a minus 3 is equals to 0, we have a quadratic equation. Now again, take a value that is just before p squared. Of course there is 1 there, but we don't write it. and then multiply by the last value negative 3. Now find factors of 3. Which numbers can you multiply to get 3? There are only 2. You have we shall have only 2 factors. We can have negative 3 multiplied by 1, or we can have negative 1 multiplied by 3. So if you multiply those factors, we get negative 3. Now, using those factors, can you find in those factors which one can you add to get 2? Can you see 2p in the middle? Which one can you add to get 2? So it's only a positive 3 and negative 1. So break this 2p into positive 3 and negative 1. So we shall have p squared minus p plus 3p minus 3 is equal to 0. Now factorize. If we factorize, we shall have p plus 3 into p minus 1 is equal to 0. So p is either negative 3 or p is 1. But the equation that satisfies 3y is equals to negative 3 does not hold, because the base is not the same. But the other one, look at p is equals to 1. That means that 3y is equals to 3 raised to 0. That equation satisfies the values of y. So our y is 0. Simplify. 2x times 5 raised to the power of 2x divided by 2 raised to the power of negative x, and then get the square root of all those values. Now we can collect the like terms, like 2x, we can divide it with the 2x minus 2 raised to the power of negative x, then multiply by 5 raised to the power of 2x. Now 2x divided by 2x to the power of x of negative x, you can see that this 2 raised to the power of negative x is the same as 2 raised to the power of x. So when you multiply numbers raised to the power, you add them. So you shall add x plus x, so that you have 2 raised to the power of 2x multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 2x. Now when you are finding a square root of a number, you multiply it by a half. So if you multiply 2x times a half, you get so if you multiply 2x the power by a half, you get x. If you multiply the power of 2x by half, the power that is above 5, you also get x. Now those numbers are raised to the same power. You can just multiply them and have 10x. Find the values of x which satisfy the equation. 5 raised to the power of 2x minus 6 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now what we shall do here, we shall try to break that equation. Like 5 raised to the power of 2x, the same as having 5x multiplied by x. Now this means we can do something. We can say let our 5x be equal to p. So wherever we have 5x, we put the value p. So 5x, 5 raised to the power of x times 5 raised to the power of x is the same as p squared, minus 6 multiplied by 5x is the same as 6p plus 5 is equal to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation. What we do, take the number that is just before p squared. Of course it is 1. multiply by the last number 5, you get 5. Now, find the factors of 5. The factors of 5 is negative 5 multiplied by negative 1, you get 5. You also have 5 multiplied by 1, you get 5. Now, break 6p. You can see negative 6p there. Find on those factors we have found negative 1 multiplied by 5 and positive 5 multiplied by 1. We said negative 1 multiplied by negative 5 and positive 1 multiplied by negative 5. Find on those two factors, find the ones you can add and get negative 6. Of course, it is negative 5 multiplied by negative 1. Now break 6p that way so that you have 1 and 5. So our equation shall be p squared minus p minus 5p plus 5 is equal to 0. Now factorize, we have p minus 5 multiplied by p minus 1 is equal to 0. You can see the value of p is either 5 or 0. Which means, remember our p is 5 raised to the power of x, which means 5 is equals to 5 raised to the power of 1, or 5 raised to the power of 0, meaning that our x is either 1 or 0. Solve for x in the equation. 32 raised to the power of x minus 3 multiplied by 8 raised to the power of x plus 4 is equivalent to 64 divided by 2 raised to the power of x. You can see in that equation we can write everything to the base of 2. So that 2 will be 2 raised to the power of 5. 8 will be 2 raised to the power of 3, and 64 will be 2 raised to the power of 6. Now those powers will multiply with each other, like 5 into x minus 3, we shall have powers of 5x minus 15. And then 2 into x plus 4, we shall have a power of 3x plus 12. And then the others remain the same. Now we try to collect like terms. We have like terms here. We have 2 raised to the power of 5x plus 2 raised to is it plus? Yes, it's plus 2 raised to the power of 3x, and then plus 2 raised to the power of negative x. Now if we add all those, we get it is what do we get? We get 2 raised to the power of 9, 2 raised to the power of 9x. Now the other like term, we have 2 raised to the power of negative 15, we have 2 raised to the power of negative 12, and 2 raised to the power of negative 6. If we add all those powers over 2, we get 9. So it means that 9x, because the power is the same, it means that 9x is equals to 9. So x is equals to 1. Now solve for x in the equation. We have this equation 81 raised to the power of 2x times 27 raised to the power of x divided by all of those divided by 9x is equals to 729. You can see all those numbers are multiples of 3, so we can write them with the base of 3. Like 81, you can write it as 3 raised to the power of 4. 27, you can write it as 3 cubed, and 9 we can write it as 3 squared. 36 we can write as 3 raised to the power of 6. Now multiply by the power they already had. like 3 raised to the power of 4 shall multiply by 2x, 3 raised to the power of 3 shall multiply by x, 3 raised to the power of 2 shall multiply by x, and then the answer shall just mean 3 raised to the power of 6. Now you can see when you are multiplying a number, you just when they are in the same base, you just add the powers. When you are dividing, you just subtract the powers. Now you can see this question, all the numbers are in the base of 3. So 81 raised the power of x multiplied by 27, the same as taking 3 raised the power of 8x plus 3x. And remember, they're all divided by 9. So we shall just subtract the power of 9, which we found to be 3 raised the power of 2x. So we shall just subtract 2x. Now all of the parts of the equation are on the same base 3. So if we add the other sums, if we add 8x plus 3x minus 2x, we get it is 3 raised to the power of 9x, which is equivalent to 3 raised to the power of 6. So you can calculate that 9x is equal to 6, and the value of x is 2 over 3. Now find the value of y in the equation. How can you find the value of y in the equation? Clearly you can see that all those numbers, 243, 729, and 81, and the 3's, they are multiples of 3's, and they can be written to the base of 3. Like 243 is 3 raised to the power of 5. And then 729 is 3 raised to the power of 6. 81 is 3 raised to the power of 4. Now, when we are multiplying numbers, we add the powers. When we are dividing numbers, subtract the powers. So we can add and subtract accordingly. And when we do so, we end up with the powers as 3y on the left side, on the right the power is 6. So it means that 3y is equal to 6, and now the value of y is 2. Without using mathematical tables or a calculator, evaluate 64 raised to the power of negative a half multiplied by 27,000 raised to the power of 2/3. All of this divided by 2 raised to the power of negative 4 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 0 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 2. Now 64, we can write it as 2 raised to the power of 6. Now multiplied by negative half, we shall get negative 3. Now the other side, 27,000, we can break it to be 3 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 3, and all of these are being multiplied by 2/3. So that what do we have? We can still further break it, because 10 we can remove. We can have there 2. You can have there 2, and you can have there 5. So we write the powers of 2 and 5 in the base of 2 and 5. Now you can see that is 10 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 2/3. It means that the 3 will cancel, so it will be 10 raised to the power of 2. So 10 raised to the power of 2, it means inside we have 5 squared and also have 2 squared. Now the 2 that is the denominator, 2 minus 2 to the power of negative 4, shall come up the numerator, and it shall be 2 raised to the power of 4. So you can see now the second equation depicts the scenario so that we have 2 minus 3 plus 4 multiplied by 3 squared, the one we got from 27,000. You can see it was says to 3 cubed, but we have 2 thirds outside, so 3 and 3 cancel, so that we have only 2, so it is 3 squared. And then 10, it was 10 cubed, we multiply by 2 thirds, the 3 cancelled, and we had 10 squared. And we saw 10 squared, we could break it into 2 squared and 5 squared. But remember, we also have a 5 down as a denominator, so we shall have to subtract from the 5 up there, so that our can see our equation is 5 squared minus 2. Now if we simplify the 2, we shall remain with the 2 cubed, and 3 we shall remain with the 3 squared. The 5 goes, we shall have 5 raised to the power of 0, so it's just 1, it goes, it is meaningless here. Now if you multiply 2 cubed times 3 squared, we get 72, so our answer is 72. Without using mathematical tables or a calculator, evaluate. So we have 27 raised to the power of 2 thirds multiplied by 81 divided by 16, the whole figure raised to the power of negative a quarter. Now 27, we can write it the base of 3, so that we have 3 square, 3 cubed, and then multiplied by the power 2 thirds, the 3 cancels that we remain with the 3 squared. 81, we can write it the base of 3, so that we have 4, also that we have 3 raised to the power of 4. And 16, we can also write the base of 2, so that we have 2 raised to the power of 4. Now you can see all of these figures have to be multiplied by negative a quarter as the power. So the 4 will cancel, so that we shall have the figures 3 raised to the power negative 1 and 2 raised to the power negative 1. Now we are multiplying by 3 squared. Now we can interchange, like, or we can find the reciprocal, like 2 raised to the power of negative 1, which is dividing a figure, is just like, it's just the same as having 2, and 3 raised to the power of negative 1 as a numerator is just the same as having a third. So we shall have 3 squared multiplied by 2 over 3. Now you can see the 3 as the denominator will cancel with 3 squared, so that we remain with only 3. So we have 3 multiplied by 2, giving us the answer as 6. Given that 9 raised to the power of 2y times 2x is equals to 72, find the values of x and y. Now 72 can ideally be written as 9 multiplied by 8. We can break it further, because 8 can be written as to the base of 2. So if you write it as the base of 2, it will be 2 cubed. So 72 can be written as 9 multiplied by 2 cubed. Now we have been told we have 9 raised to the power of 2y, and the other side we have 9. And also we have 2x, and the other side we have 2 raised to the power of x, and the other side we have 2 raised to the power of 3. Now it means that x is equals to 3, because if we get 2 raised to the power of x and 2 raised to the power of 3, it means x is equal to 3. Now, what is remaining? We have 9 raised to the power of 2y, and the other side we have 9. Remember, 9 as a figure is raised to the power of 1. So 2y is the same as 1. Y becomes a half. Simplify. 243 raised to the power of negative 2/5 multiplied by 125 raised to the power of 2/3 divided by 9 raised to the power of negative 3/2. How do you simplify? Now we can write all those figures to the base of 3. Like 243 is 3 raised to the power of 5. Oh, sorry, no, not all of them can be on the base of 3. Sorry, we can write them to their respective bases. 125 can be on the base of 5, it becomes 5 cubed. And 9 can be on the base of 3, it becomes 2 squared. Now those powers can multiply by each other, like that one of 5, 3 raised to the power of 5 can multiply with that one of negative 2/5, so that we remain with the 3 raised to the power of 2. Now 5 raised to the power of 3, we multiply it by the other power 2/3, we remain with the 5 squared. Now 3 squared, the denominator now, we can multiply it by the other power, negative 3/2, so that we remain with the 3 raised to the power of negative 3. Now, when the number has the same base and you are dividing, it means you subtract the power. When you are multiplying, it means you add the powers. Now we have 3 as the denominator and 3 as the numerator. Now the numerator is 3 minus 2. The denominator is 3 raised to the power of minus 3. So we can add those powers, negative 2. The other one, which is negative 3, the denominator, when it comes up, there is figure, it shall be a positive, so it shall be negative 2 plus 3, multiplied by now 5 squared. Now we shall remain with the 3 multiplied by 5 squared, which gives us 75. 5 squared is 25 multiplied by 3, giving us 75. Two numbers, P and Q, are such that P cubed minus Q is equal to 189. Find P and Q. Now we shall find the factors of 189. The factors of 189 are 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and that is 3 times, and then multiplied by 7. Now 3 we shall raise it to its power, so that we have 3 cubed times 7. Now this means that now the P cubed is the one that is equal to 3 cubed. So P is equal to 3. Now the Q that is raised to power 1 is the same as 7 is raised to power 1, which means that Q is our 7. Given that 6 raised to the power of 2n minus 3 is equal to 7,776, find the value of n. Now, here we shall find the factors of 7,776, and these factors are 2 raised to the power of 5 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 5. But specifically, since the other side has raised 6 to the power of 2n minus 3, it means that the other side let us also raise the power of 6. So 2 raised to the power of 5 multiplied by 3 raised to the power 5, the same as 6 raised to the power 5. Now we have the base are the same on both sides, which means that 2n minus 3 is equals to 5. Now let's solve for n. If we solve for n, like taking negative 3 the other side, we shall have 8. The other side will remain is 2n. So we divide 2 on both sides, we have that n is equals to 4. Given that the cube root of 9 raised to the power of x is 3n, find the value of n. Now the figure is there. The cube root of 9 raised to the power of 4 is equals to 3n. So we shall write 9 in terms of its power, it shall be 3 squared. So 3 squared multiplied by the other power of 4, we have 8. Now, a number adjacent to its cube root is the same as multiplying that number as multiplying those factors as by a third. The powers I mean. If a number says to power and find the cube root, you can just as well as multiply its power by a third. So the powers of 9 raised to the power of 4 are 3 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 4, and then cube root multiplied by a third is equals to 3n. Now the base is the same, so we shall have 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by third is equals to n, meaning that 8 over 3 is equals to n. Now n is 2 and 2/3. Without using a calculator or a mathematical table, evaluate 49 raised to the power of 3 over 2 multiplied by 256 divided by 2401 raised to the power of 3/4. Now 49 you can write it as 7 raised to the power of 2. Now multiply it by the other power 3 over 2. We have 7 cubed. Now 256 you can write it as 2 raised to the power of 8. Multiplied by the other power 3 over 4, we have 2 over 6. 2401 we can write it as 7 raised to the power of 4. Multiplied by the power that the other power 3 over 4, we get 7 cubed. Now our new equation is 7 cubed multiplied by 2 over 2 the power of 6 over 7 cubed. The 7 cubes cancel each other, so that we only remain with the 2 raised to the power of 6, giving us our answer as 64. Solve the equation. 8 raised to the power 8 raised to the power of x plus 1 minus 2 raised to the power of x minus 1 is equals to 120. Now, this equation we are not able to write everything to the base of 2, which we could ideally have done to solve for x. So let us assume that 2 raised to the power of 3x is y. Now wherever we have 2 raised to the power of 3x, we put y. So our new equation shall be 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by y minus 2 over y is equals to 120. we simplify, we have 16y minus y is equals to 240. This is because we had y over 2, so we multiply 2 across the equation, so that when you have 2 cubed, 2 cubed, that is 16y, okay, and then you have y over 2 is equals to 124. So the other side we multiply by 2, the other side we multiply by 2 to have 16y minus y is equals to 240. We simplify further, 16y minus y is 15y is equals to 240. So y is equals to 16. Now remember, our y is 2 raised to the power of 3x. So 2 raised to the power of 3x is equals to 16. Now you can write 16 to the power of 2 so that the base is the same. It becomes 2 raised to the power of 4. Now, since our base is the same, it means that 3x is equals to 4. Now our x is equals to 1 and a third. Now simplify the expression. We have 3 multiplied by, or let's just say 3a squared b raised to the power of negative 3 all over 2 raised to the power of negative 1, a raised to the power of negative 2, and then b squared. Now you can see the 3 raised, the 2 there, the 2 up there raised to the power of negative 2 can go up. It's just the same as having just saying it is 2. So it will go up so that we'll have 2 multiplied by 3. Now a raised to the power of negative 2 will also go up so that we have a squared. Now the b on top, which is b minus b raised to the power of negative 3, will come down as b cubed. Now what we mean here is that our new equation we shall have 3a squared, 2 squared, and then down there we have b squared, b cubed. So simplify, we have 6 a raised to the power of 4 and b raised to the power of 5. Thank you.